it. Everyone at Bradley Academy, where she went to school, and where her mom was headmistress, loved studying at Lidia's because there was always a chance someone would burst into song. Like they were secretly being taped for a Japanese-American version of The Partridge Family, Grandma Evie's second favorite show, after The Price is Right. It also didn't hurt that the Satos lived on campus in one of the faculty houses. Instead of holing up in the tomb-like library, students could walk to Lidia's in 5 minutes flat and be serenaded. Rip! The growl of Douglas's guitar solo kicked in as Lidia walked slowly to her closet to get dressed. She winced when he strummed the wrong chord. "Wait for me! I just have to brush my teeth!" Lidia heard her mom shout. "I'll be down in time for the chorus." "I'll grab my acoustic," her dad added. She could hear him running down the hall. He banged on Lidia's door. "Liddy, up and at 'em! Family jam session over Cheerios starts now." Lidia banged her head against her closet door over and over again. How could her family love to sing this much? Lidia liked to sing. If she didn't, she and her best friend, Sydney, wouldn't have lobbied to become co-captains of Bradley Academy's all-female a cappella group, the Nightingales, this coming sophomore year. They'd dreamed of a cappella gold and glory since they'd started at the upper campus in 7th grade. Lydia's mom, who had been in Bradley's original Nightingales back in the day, still talked about how the group made her high school experience and how much fun a cappella competitions were. But by the time Lidia and Sydney joined freshman year, the Nightingales' reign was over. Still, the girls weren't worried. They had a plan to turn the group around and bring home the team's first trophy in years at the a cappella kickoff competition, Turn It Up, in November. "If we win at Turn It Up, then we'll move on to the next a cappella competition and then the next, and before you know it, we will be taking home the golden fruit at the Orange Grove Championship next May," Sydney had declared. She was so sure of this, she had made Lidia a papier-mâché Orange Grove trophy. It sat on Lydia's dresser, along with Sydney's other gifts, like Best Friend Forever cards, Sailor Moon tees, since she knew Lidia was obsessed with the character, and even her old iPod, loading it up with new songs they could use for the Nightingales, if they got enough girls to join the group. Lidia shook her head of the negative thoughts Sydney hated. "Don't jinx us," she'd say. She was way more positive than Lidia was about these things. But it was hard not to be skeptical that the Nightingales would make it another year. Last year, they'd barely had enough members to remain a group. Most of the team had graduated in June, leaving them with a handful of returning sophomores and juniors they'd have to convince to sign up again. They were in 10th grade now, and Sid's dream had never wavered. But if Lidia was being honest with herself, her faith in the Nightingales had. She was secretly convinced the group would fold, so she'd started taking dance classes at school and at Integral Dance Arts. She'd wanted to have something that would look good on college applications in case her a cappella career was over. But then the strangest thing happened. She fell in love with dance. This past summer, she'd even bumped up her classes to 4 a week. After her shift at Salty Sam's, she'd run to hip-hop on Mondays, ballet on Tuesdays, a contemporary dance class on Wednesdays, and an acrobatics class on Thursdays. She couldn't decide which class she liked more. It didn't matter. She'd have to cut back to one the following week when school and Nightingales practice started up again. As co-captains, she and Sid would be working on songs and arrangements after school 4 days a week. It killed her to think about giving up her dance classes, but every time she tried to tell Sid how she felt, she choked. Her best friend lived and breathed the Nightingales. How could she tell her that she wanted to have time for things other than singing? Sid had them sharing earbuds to listen to music, picking songs that wouldn't make the judges scream, "No more Gaga," and watching a cappella YouTube videos from winning groups as near as Port St. Lucie and as far away as Portugal. Lidia smiled to herself. Only Sid could be that obsessive and still be her charming self. Her best friend was going to make a great actress/singer someday.